Hey guys, this is the Sony X900H. It's one of Sony's best performing TVs that doesn't cost a fortune in 2020. I'm going to compare it to others right now. So the Sony X900 occupies an interesting place in the 2020 TV landscape. Sony, a very well-known TV brand, has to compete against brands like TCL and Vizio on picture quality and now on price. So this TV does cost more than those brands, but it also delivers an excellent picture. I'll get to that in a little bit. First off, let's talk about the styling. This Sony TV, pretty slick, as you'd expect from a Sony, very understated altogether. It's got a nice silver lining around the edge here, and the silver on the bottom extends to the legs themselves. Those legs are relatively thin. Overall, a really nice look. Again, minimalist in the extreme. That Sony logo also really small. The remote is not minimalist, however. This thing is a fly swatter. I'll show you right here. A lot of buttons on here. Compare that to a Roku remote or another modern remote, even from Samsung. This thing is just lots of buttons. One of the most important buttons on here is the one that summons Google Assistant. So you can press that button, talk into the mic, and get anything from new apps downloaded to searching for shows to the weather report. So it's got Google built right in, talk right into the remote. That's a neat feature. Of course, the reason it has Google is because this runs Android TV. Android TV has been improved in the last couple of years. On this TV, it's actually nice and fast, snappy, none of that delay that we've seen in the past. You get all the apps you'd expect, including Peacock, HBO Max, some of the apps that aren't available on the competition yet. There's also 4K HDR and Dolby Vision built into the smart TV on this system, so all told with the Google Assistant, all those Android TV apps, a dedicated Play Store that has a whole bunch, thousands more apps. This is one of the better smart TV systems on the market. I do like it better than the proprietary Samsung and LG systems out there, but not quite as good as Roku. Connectivity is another strength on this TV. Around back you'll find 4 HDMI. Sony says that they'll be upgraded later in the year to allow 4K 120Hz input from the latest game consoles like, hello, the PlayStation 5. Also works with Xbox Series X. Those consoles will have full input on this TV so you can get all the benefits of their high frame rate and variable refresh rate capabilities that aren't found on some TVs at this level. The Sony also has an ATSC 3.0 port, so that's a brand new connection that no other TV has at this price. To get this port, you're going to have to go up to like an 8K TV. ATSC 3.0 is the new over-the-air broadcast standard, so once those new over-the-air free TV broadcasts start around the country, this Sony TV will be ready. Other TVs, you'll have to buy a little tuner adapter or something to get that to work. So that's the features. Very strong on the Sony X900H, but what about picture quality? So my main side-by-side comparison for picture quality was against the TCL 6 series. I'll spoil it now. The TCL did a little bit better in my side-by-side tests. It delivered deeper black levels, better contrast, and a brighter image than the Sony. The Sony still had an excellent picture, however, and unless you're going to be looking at these TVs side-by-side, I doubt if you'll miss it. The Sony also delivers excellent performance in game mode. I saw nice shadow detail in particular, very low input lag. So if you're going to pair it with a PS5, again, with a nose to looking at that 120 Hz input capability later in the year, that's a plus. Sony also has very good screen uniformity, very good video processing, and solid color. So the full package is here. It's just not quite as good as a performer as that TCL. However, all things considered, if you want the best bang for your buck, it's not going to be with this Sony in terms of pure picture. Where this TV actually excels is in its features, its Android TV operating system, and especially its connectivity. Oh, of course, it's also a Sony. Another difference between the Sony and the TCL is their range of sizes. This set is available from 55 all the way up to 85 inches. This is the 65-inch size here. The TCL, on the other hand, only goes from 55 to 75, so if you want that massive 85-inch size, Sony is one of your best bets of the year. That's a look at the Sony XBR X900H. I'm David Katzmeyer with CNET.